What's up, YouTube? Check out the new farm truck. It burns oil, loses water, loses power steering fluid, and there's no air conditioning. But it makes almost 30 miles to the gallon. So, about the last 3 or 4 weeks, this has been my everyday driver around the house. Compared to my old Chevys that make 5-6 miles to the gallon around the house, this makes almost 30. Saving money. The grocery getter, like my wife calls it, she drove it for almost 7 years, and it just got to where we couldn't use it to go back and forth to where we needed to go to safely. We gotta do some traveling, 5-6 times a year for the stepdaughter to meet her dad, and it just wasn't safe enough. Didn't want to leave him out on the road, so turn this from the grocery getter into the new farm truck. Woohoo! Now this mess. I got a carport trying to cover everything and trying to keep everything, and busted my butt for a long time to get the little bit I got. So I'm trying to keep it nice and useful for a long time. Since everything's slowing down because of the heat and the garden and everything starting to dry up, I'm gonna start working on this for the next few days. You see my son's truck in the back. By the time he starts driving, it's gonna be a classic. Anyway, we're gonna start getting this ready, putting pipes and stuff in the ground to be able to put the tin, and I'll be doing this for the next few days. Now to the reason I'm starting this instead of working in the greenhouse. Turn the fans off for a little while. Anyway, the little bastards are back. Left for a couple days for work, and they got everything. I think if they blushed, they ate on them. So we're gonna be shutting down the greenhouse a month early. Today's the last day when that water in that tank's done. Shutting it off. Gonna let everything dry up. Start cleaning it out. As far as on this side, it's depressing. You know, fight bugs, fight Mother Nature. Now we're fighting to field mice. Tell you, that wasn't what I was expecting when I showed up from work. Anyway, we're gonna continue to let the cucumbers and stuff in the troughs grow over here. They kind of got a little revitalized. Let's see what they do. We're planning on single stemming them in the fall, trying to make it a little bit easier. But since we put the shade cloth, they really started turning green. I forgot to show it on the last video. Well, these right here are dead. They were, the water was leaking. The little injectors were spitting over the side. The algae was plugging them, so we shut this down. We wasn't making much. Went to Tractor Supply the other day, picked up a 6-pack of bell pepper plants, ended up with 15 bell pepper plants. So I went ahead, threw them in here. I got some weed eating to do. I started a little bit yesterday. The bell pepper plants are doing crazy as far as being in here in the troughs, the ones that we planted early. We're getting some decent size. You know, they're red. Looks like they could use a little bit more water, but solution. But the flowers are really starting to come out. Trying to keep them to 3 stems right here, and just watch them grow. We've been picking 3, 4, 5 bell peppers a week. Wife cuts them up, puts them. Hoping to have some corn in the next couple weeks. I'll show you that. 1 second. And we're walking out to the garden. let me tell you, we had a whole bunch of stuff going on besides work and stuff like that. You know, doing the family thing. The grass is starting to get big. Again, growing grass hobby farms. It ain't because I grow weed. Anyhow, I got in here yesterday. You can see some of the grass. I passed with the weed eater yesterday and knocked a lot of it down, but you can see some of the grass is almost as tall as the corn. The bugs set in on the green beans. I think I made a mistake pulling the grass out of those. But, you know, my partner Bill in Indiana told me I had to cut the grass around the corn and side dress them again. I think I'm going to make up a whole batch of the Super Grow juice out of the greenhouse and put it on these bad boys and see how they work. Yesterday I tilled in the cucumbers on this side. They wasn't doing any good. Well, we'll come right here and show you. Tomorrow I'm going to be pulling all these green beans up. Whatever we get off of them, we're going to pickle and have fun with. I'm not sure if these, one row has the pink eye purple hulls, the other one has the black eyes. They starting to set. They're starting to get grass. What I'm going to do is, whenever I'm ready and I got time to pull them, I'm going to pull the plants up, go sit in the shade and take what we want. Whatever we get off of them, we'll be happy with. Again, that's why I overplant. I'd rather overplant, get a little bit, than underplant and get nothing. But right here, I tilled in everything yesterday. I'm letting it dry. Well, I'm trying to let the sun hit the roots, kill the grass that we had in here. I'm going to be planting today, or maybe tomorrow. I'm going to plant my okra, a row of okra, a row of sunflowers, and a row of pumpkins. Probably plant the pumpkins in the middle because I'll have the most room. But I want to get in on that Triple Crown challenge. Tell you, us people down here, the Cajuns in Louisiana, we know how to grow okra. I hope I get that. It'd have to be something bad. I am late getting started, but pumpkins never grown, sunflowers never grown. As far as the pumpkins, I think I might be a little early for getting some for Halloween, but we can throw it in there, see what we could do. Sunflowers, I know I'm late, but hey, seeds are seeds. They ain't that expensive. We could throw it in the ground and get in on it. You'd be surprised what us people in Louisiana can get done. Huh, Bill? Tell your mama said hi. And everybody, y'all have a good one. Remember, y'all grow that, who that, go Saints. Later.